How much further does one of the most successful irons of 2021 go compared to my standard irons, which are about 5 years old? So let's find out and let's get to it. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, as you've already seen in the intro, we're going to find out how much further the TaylorMade P790 7 iron goes against my Nike Vapor Pro Blade 7 iron. So the P790 is probably one of the most successful clubs in 2020 and 2021. A lot of people have been buying these. From what I've been reading up and a lot of different things I've been watching, these have done extremely well for cosmetic purposes. They look very good, and obviously forgiveness purposes as well, as they are very forgiving. In comparison to my Nike Vapor Pro blades, I've had these clubs for probably 7 years. I've been switching, changing. I don't know how many times I've changed my irons, but I always seem to go back to using these clubs. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out how much further the newer club goes against my older club. Obviously they are slightly different. The P790 is 30.5 loft, which is, I think that's the same as my 6 iron. My 6 iron is actually 31, so it's a little bit stronger than my 6 iron against my 7 iron, which is the standard 35 degrees of loft. So it's a big difference in loft. Obviously in today's game, hitting the golf ball further is massive. So when I hear these different guys saying I hit a 7 iron 185 yards, most of the time I think it's rubbish. I won't say the word, because most of the time they're using clubs that are juiced up in loft, but they don't know that because it still says the number 7 at the bottom of the club. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below, let me know. Our manufacturers making clubs with stronger lofts, so you guys, when you go and try them, you think, wow, that 7 iron goes however many yards further than mine, and makes you buy the clubs. Or are they actually helping the amateur golfer out? Loft stronger, so you guys don't have to carry around X amount of woods in the bag. I've probably got about 7, but 6 of them are drivers. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit 3 shots with my 7 iron, just normal golf swing, and then we're going to switch over to the P790. It is 4.5 degrees stronger in loft, as I've told you. We'll hit 3 shots with that, we'll compare the numbers, and then we'll hit 3 more, and I'll go long drive swing as hard as I can with this club, and then we'll do it with that, and we'll see the difference as well. You should see a reduction in spin, you should see a big jump in ball speed, and that should lead to distance as well. And just before we start and hit some balls, I'm down at CONWY Golf Club. Big thanks to Andy Blake and George Davis for allowing me to use the sim room as well. We got GC quad on the floor, so we're going to measure everything. We'll throw the numbers up on the screen so you guys can look at the numbers and compare for yourselves, and we'll see which one goes further. Comment down below, let me know how much difference you guys think there's going to be from my standard 7 iron against the P790. So let's hit some shots. Right guys, first 3 shots, Nike Vapor Pro 7 iron. It's blade, it's a lot smaller, top line is tiny compared to the P790. My standard carry with a 7 iron, if I was to play golf with a normal golf swing, would be around 212 to 215 yards. Obviously my ball speed, the highest I've clocked with a 7 iron is close to 170 mile an hour, but obviously we're not going to be doing that today, and my body's not in that position at the moment to be swinging fast, because it's off season and I don't need to be pushing my body for them speeds. So we're just going to hit standard golf swings to start and compare the two. Ball number 1. A little bit thin. But I would take that on the golf course, as I've only missed the centre line by, well, 7 yards, 20 foot away from the pin from 200 yards. And I have put, no, I haven't put dots on this. So that was 201. Number 2. That's better strike. That's dialed in, that is. There you go. That's on the number. That's 1.9 yards off the centre line, 212 yards carry. That's pretty much what I do when on the golf course. I'm not swinging hard, that's just the standard. Ball speed's 145, spins just under 6,000, which is fine for a 7-iron. I'd like to see it a little bit more, but it is what it is. So last one, and then we'll switch over. I'll push that a little bit, but the distance isn't too bad. Ball speed was 142. So there's 3 with my standard Night Vapor Pro Blade 7-iron. We're going to switch over to the P790 now. We're going to see if there's any difference. TaylorMade P790. I can't really call this a 7-iron. It's a 6-iron in my eyes. But I don't know what it is. I don't like the fact that these guys are juicing the loft on these clubs. Yes, it might be helping golfers out, but my personal opinion is I don't like it because it gives people a false sense of hope that they're hitting the golf ball further just by changing the clubs. If you want to hit it further, there's certain things you can do in the golf swing. Get yourself stronger, whatever it may be, but changing the loft on your irons, I just don't like it. I understand you can go 1-2 maybe just to dial in your spin rates, whatever it may be, when you're getting custom fit for clubs. I don't like the fact that this is stronger than my 6-iron, and I don't like that. So, but apart from me moaning, what I think all manufacturers should do when they label 7 on the top of the club, as you can see here, I think because this is 30.5 degrees of loft, they should put 30.5 underneath it. And if every manufacturer did that, you go and try different clubs out and it says 32 and you're used to 34, well, you know that club's going to go further straight away. So that's my opinion. Get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. And less of me rambling, let's hit a couple of shots with this 7-iron. Straight away, top line is a lot thicker. There's a lot more material behind the club, a lot more technology going on. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I should see this going a bit further. That was not a good strike, so that'll be interesting. Oh. So that was a terrible hit, and it's carried just as far as a good one with my Nike. And the ball speed was quicker, I think. So number 2, hopefully we can get this one out of the middle. There you go. That was hit good. Wow. That's silly. The thing is, I'm not going to tell you how far that's gone. I don't know if you can see the screen because obviously all the lights around me as well to make the viewing look a bit better for you guys. But that is quick and I'm not even swinging hard. So that's quite scary. And then last one, and we'll look at the numbers. It's a little bit toey, but it's on the money. But guys, I'm not sure what clubs you use. If you do use these clubs, let me know. Comment down below, let me know what clubs you're using. Are you a blade guy, or are you one of these guys who needs a little bit more forgiveness in the club, so you go for a little bit more chunk, a little bit more technology? So obviously when you're out on the golf course, a miss hit is obviously rewarded a lot more than a blade would be. So get in the comments, let me know. I have hit 2 of them shots slightly out the toe. They didn't feel good off the face, but the result was a lot better than what it would have been if I'd hit mine out the toe. If you ever played golf on a winter's day, you've got blades, 3-iron in your hand and you thin one on the first tee, you might as well walk in because that feeling is horrendous. I imagine if you did that with these type of clubs, there's so much mass in the head and technology, it'll dampen the vibration into your hand and it won't feel as bad. So I suppose that's one benefit to having chunkier, stronger lofted clubs. But each to their own, I suppose. So what we're going to do is now we're going to throw the numbers up on the screen, as you can see now, and we're going to run through it quickly and I'll let you know and we'll see the difference between the two. So let's have a look. Right, so as we look at the numbers, comparing the two, you can see The top 3 shots are with the Nike and the bottom 3 are with the TaylorMade P790. So straight away, the first numbers you can see, ball speed, the difference is 7 miles per hour. That is massive. I'm not stepping on any of these shots. I basically tried to swing the club exactly the same on all them as if I was playing golf on the golf course, with a bit of control, because obviously that's what golf's about. It's about controlling the shot. I don't need to be swinging as hard as I can. Launch 11.5 to 12.2. That's obviously due to the loft of the clubs, mine being a slightly higher, so I'm going to launch it a little bit higher. Spin, surprisingly I got more spin with the TaylorMade than I did with my Nike, but I did hit 2 out the toe slightly, so maybe they were raised from there. And then look at the main number, carry distance and total distance. Average with the Nike was 206 and average total was 218, and then average carry with the TaylorMade was 216 and average total was 228. That is a big difference, guys. That's 10 yards. It's basically a club, as I said. Obviously 216 carry, that's pretty much where my 7-iron would be if I was hitting the ball good anyway. Obviously I'm not swinging as hard as I can. I'm trying to control the swing, so we're looking at, if I was warmed up properly and hitting full shots and committing to the course, it'd be even more, I think. But that's crazy. It's basically my 6-iron numbers. That's all I'm trying to say. So the 7-iron is technically a 6-iron. So if you're one of these guys who've just had new clubs, you're hitting your 5-iron way further than you've ever thought, and now you're telling your playing partners, oh, I'm hitting the ball miles. Just remember your 5-iron's actually a 3-iron. You're not hitting as far as you think. Go back to old school traditional loft. Let's see how far you're hitting it. But again, nothing against you guys. If it's helping your game, crack on. It's just not a type of thing that I like. So what we'll do now is we're going to go back to hitting the Nike. I'm going to step on the gas. I want to see at least 155 mile an hour ball speed with my 7-iron. Obviously I'm not going to be at full speed. If we can push 160, I'll be quite happy. And then we're going to try and do the exact same thing with the TaylorMade, and we'll see if there's a bigger difference there. So let's get back to swinging hard, which is what you guys came to see. Alright, Nike is up first. I am using just a standard golf ball I would use on the golf course. I have just switched from a Pro V1X back to the Bridgestone, so I'm going to try these out over winter and see how they feel. So 7-iron, add a bit more speed to it. We should see around 220 carry now, I think, and about, as I said, I want to get to about 155 ball speed minimum, because obviously I'm not going to be swinging full speed, because it takes a while to get that up there. So let's go. A little bit thin, but it was close. You are going to see big draws now as well, because obviously when I swing harder my transition's a lot quicker, so I do tend to close the face a little bit quicker. So this is the difference between swinging faster and swinging normal. And let's go a little bit further straight away. Ball speed's not very good, but we didn't hit it great, so let's up the speed. Come on. Not better. Yeah, so them numbers are roughly where I want to be at. Last one. That wasn't great either. It's a wee bit left. This is the difference when you swing hard. It's harder to find the middle of the club face. Let's have a quick look at that. And then we'll switch clubs. It'll work. It's 150 ball speed, so we'll keep that in there. We won't change anything. Alright, so we've just switched over on the GC quad to say we're hitting the 7-iron, the P790 7-iron, and let's see what this can do with a bit of power. It was already 7 mile an hour faster than the Nike with a standard golf swing. Let's see what it can do now with a bit of force. Oh my days, that felt good. The height's gone though. Oh my days, that is fast. Wow. So the club speed on that, we have got dots on this club. I swung that 115 mile an hour and the ball speed was 162 and it's carried 235 yards. So see if we can get some more. Oh, that felt good as well. A little bit low off the face though, I think. Again, 115 mile an hour club speed. It's carried 233. And the ball speed was 159. Silly. Last one, come on. Let's smoke this one. Oh my days, that's silly. That is ridiculous. Tell you what, I might just buy a set of these just to use the long drive practice, because if you get your confidence up telling me I'm hitting ball speeds like that when I'm not even at the speed I should be at the moment, because there's no need for me to be putting my body through what I need to at the moment. That's just... I'm speechless. Let's have a look at the numbers so you can see the difference between the two as well. So we've just thrown the numbers up on the screen and you guys can see straight away, look at the ball speed. I averaged 150.6 with a Nike. One was bad, yeah, so we might, even if we went to 152, look at the P790, 161.9 average. That supposedly a 7 iron. We'll look at the spin. Spin is almost identical, 5003 to 5005, a little bit more with the P790. And then we'll go straight over to carry and total distance. Average carry with the Nike was 218, average total was 229. And we look at 234 average carry with the P790 7 iron, and average total of 245 yards with the P790 7 iron. So the difference between this and this was 16 yards total difference, which is basically, as I said at the start, a whole club. It's pretty much the gap in between my 6 and my 7 iron anyway. So me hitting this 7 iron is basically me hitting a 6 iron, as I've said. So what I'm going to do is now, because we got close to 250 there, I'm going to swing as hard as I can, a little bit harder if I can. I'm going to see if we can get this 7 iron to 250 yards. Comment down below if you think I'm going to do it. And I'm going to give myself 5 shots to try and do it. So let's see how many shots it's going to take. Comment down below, let me know if you think I'm going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, and let's see if we can do it. So 7 iron, so-called 7 iron, 250 yards total. Come on. Oh, just hit the ball, it moved. Come on then, let's go. If you haven't seen, just before I hit, if you haven't seen the video of 5 tips to hit the driver further, go over and watch it, because I'm going to be implementing a couple of their moves into this now to try and hit the ball a little bit further. I don't advise you guys to do it with irons though, so come on, 5 balls, let's go. Oh, it's a bit thin. Nope, we're not going to do it with that one. First ball, 242 yards total. We're not going to look at carry. Total. And that was hit bad. So we've got a chance. We've got 8 yards to find with a good strike. See if we can get this club speed up to 120, close to 120. That would be the average PGA Tour player's driver. And I'm doing it with a standard 7. Well, I say 7 iron. Come on. Shot number 2. Oh, it's closer. 116 mile an hour. .235, bit spinny. Yeah, just a little bit out of, just a little bit thin. Ball speed's down. Yeah, not there. Come on. Shot number 3. Come on. Nope. Nope. This game gets very, very annoying when you're trying to chase a number. See, that was horrendous. 242 again. Not good. Or 243. 7 yards to go. I think, was that shot? Yeah, that was ball 3. So we've got 2 more. Come on. Am I going to do it? Oh, hit that good. That's going to be close. I don't think it's going to get there though, it's not going to run. Go! Oh! What's it finished? 2, 4. Where is it? 247. 165 mile an hour ball speed. Club 113, so a little bit low, but it was pure. So we need that strike with 3 more mile an hour. Come on. Last ball, 250 yards, 7 iron. Come on. Oh, it's going to be close. It's not hit great. It might run out. I don't think it's getting. Nah. Not happy. I've hit that poor. Ball speed was down, club speed was down. Just wasn't a good swing. So I didn't complete it in 5 shots. I'm going to hit one more because I want to finish on a good one. So what are the odds on this being the one that goes over? Oh, felt decent. It's turning though. No, we're not getting there today. I was going to finish, but I can't finish like that. Are you guys the same as well? When you go to a driving range, you hit a bad shot, you can't finish on a bad shot, so you run down the range, grab a couple of extra balls and hit a couple more. This is going to be the last one. That was 160 ball speed. We want to get to at least close to 165 again, and then we can call it quits. Oh, that's going to be close though. Just a little bit low. Come on, Bri. 116 club speed. 233 in the air. 244 total. Nearly. It's nearly there. Right. I've said already. That was the last one. This is the last ball I'm hitting, and we have a saying in long drive is last ball best ball, so let's see if we can do it. Come on. Oh, it's going to be close. Even the ball shot back. It's 116 club speed. What's the spin? Go! Go! Oh, we done it. 247 again. So that was 162 mile per hour. Ball speed 247 yards total. So guys, we didn't get the 250. I'm just as disappointed as you guys are. I've hit 2 balls of 247 yards with a 7 iron, which ain't too bad considering my speed is lower than it should be at the moment. Because my speed is down, I'm not speed training at the moment. We do have events coming up, probably in April. That's when our season will start in long drive. So I don't need to be at full speed now. I've got 4 months until then. I'll usually pick up my speed training at the end of February, so I have 2 months of constantly hitting, getting ready for the event. But it does show having jacked lofts make you hit the ball further. I can't complain, it's a nice club. It's not my liking, I do prefer the look of the blade, but there we have it. Guys, if you did enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell so every time I do upload a new video, you guys are notified straight away. And just another thanks to Andy and George at Conwy Golf Club for allowing me to come down and use the GC quad in the sim room, because the weather outside is grim and I don't really want to be out there making videos in this weather because it's just too cold. And Oscar Jacobson do hook me up with some clothing, as you can see, so big shout out to them as well. But even with their clothing, it's still a little bit cold outside for me. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope every single one of you guys that are subscribed to the channel, liking my videos, commenting down below, interacting with me. I do try and get back to every single comment that you guys are putting on the videos, so I do appreciate what you guys are doing. You're helping grow the channel so I can keep making videos for you guys, so I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I hope every single one of you has a good Christmas and a happy new year, and we'll see each other in 2022 for big videos that are coming soon. And who knows, I might have a few things planned to come and meet a couple of you as well. So guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.